Hi, I'm Bob Ostrom, and welcome to another free art lesson. Today, we're going to talk about speech bubbles. How do we make it look like our character's talking? Well, we're going to use a speech bubble. There's two things you have to remember about a speech bubble. First, it contains text, and then second, at the bottom of it, it has something very important called a caret. No, not that kind of caret. The caret points to who's talking. It allows us to know that somebody is speaking, and it directs the speech bubble to who's speaking. Let's take a look at how that works. I drew this little cartoon earlier, and we're just going to put a bubble around our text like this. We leave space at the bottom for the caret. That simply points to who's speaking. In this case, we only have one person speaking, so it points to him. Next, we're going to talk about the thought bubble. Like the speech bubble, the thought bubble contains ideas, but we want to make it look like they're thinking and not speaking. So how do we do that? Let's take a look at this cartoon here. This little guy is going to have a speech bubble. He's talking to his friend. Now his friend is thinking something, so we're going to put a little cloud around her words like this. And to make it look like it's coming from her, we use little bubbles that gradually get bigger until they reach her thought bubble. Okay, well, let's reach into the mailbag, shall we? We have a little mail from a guy here. His name is Little Timmy from Portland. It says, "Dear Bob, what do I do if more than one character is talking? Your pal, Little Timmy from Portland." Well, Little Timmy, let's take a look. There are two things that you have to remember. When you have two characters speaking, you want to go top to bottom, left to right, just the way that we read. So let's take a look at this example here. Okay? We have this character speaking. She says, "Do you notice anything special about me?" And then we have this character speaking, and he says, "Yes, you've got a stain on your shirt." Okay, so this looks like that. So you'll notice that this is higher than this one. This is on the left, and this is on the right. So we read this one first and this one second. It helps direct the flow of the speech patterns. And let's just do something a little fun here. We'll put a couple little hearts around here like that. Okay. Occasionally we'll have things that speak that aren't even human, in which case we're going to use some special effects. Let's take a look at this one here. This little guy's got a phone here, and his phone is speaking. So in order to make it look like it's coming from a phone, we're going to do something that looks like this. Almost like a little lightning bolt coming out of the bottom of it. Okay? It says, "You are pushing my buttons." Okay. Sometimes when we have special effects where people aren't even talking, it can be just as fun. So let's look at this one here. This guy's having a rough day with his computer. So remember before we had that little thing here where we had a inanimate object talking, we did it like this, right? Okay? Now this guy's going to be real mad, so let's do this. He's so mad he can hardly even speak. So he just says this. And this shows that he's angry and frustrated. Okay? And we give him some lines like this to show anger and frustration. Okay, well that'll pretty much do it for speech balloons. Thanks for joining me with this free art lesson. Please check out my other DVDs or other free art lessons. You can also find me at bobostromstudio.com.